for Heartland Radio.
Here we go. Welcome to Heartland Radio 2.0. The boys are back. The whole crew is back. It's good to have you guys here. They got the road on them. One's got a sinus infection. Pat's got a thing in his throat. The road's hard on you, man.
Hey, man, take it easy.
Yeah, what?
Wording. I got something cooking back there. You
got a storm brewing.
I got a storm. It feels like it's about to blossom, but it's great to be back. Great to be
Nick's
with the
got an
boys.
entire Adidas tracksuit with Nike shoes on.
Yeah, Nikki jumpsuits.
Oh,
It's just in the blood. It just
brands.
happens, you know.
Looks good.
It's just, I'm saying non-sick Nick wouldn't make that move.
Well, yeah, I came in. My suitcase was still here from getting unloaded off the RV, and I knew I had these pants in there, so I threw those on. I got the shoes, $40 shoes
Good shoes.
from
Fresh kicks.
a store in Brooklyn,
Those
Dr.
are good.
J's, I believe.
Yes,
is the
Dr.
store.
J's.
Not the basketball player.
You're a real hipster, dude.
Yeah,
I like your shoes.
Judgment Day.
Hey, getting dressed can be complicated and confusing.
Hey,
What's not complicated and confusing anymore is buying tickets thanks to SeatGeek. We love SeatGeek, OG sponsor of the Pat McAfee Show, Pat McAfee Show 2.0 on this show. They are, without a doubt, the easiest way to get tickets to wherever you're wanting to go. Whether it's a concert, whether it's a comedy show, a musical, doesn't matter. They give you the best value for your buck every time because what they do is they scan all the other ticket sites.
they take out their binoculars.
And they're like, hey, you got this much to spend? This is the perfect seat for you. This is the best deal that you can get. Boom, it's there. They're working for you. Live a little, experience a lot. Go see your favorite team or entertainer live in person by making SeatGeek your go-to ticket buying app. Our listeners get $10 off their first SeatGeek purchase when you download the SeatGeek app and enter the promo code Heartland. That's promo code Heartland for $10 off your first SeatGeek purchase. I don't know why you would get tickets anywhere else.
It's a good deal.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
Good
it
deal.
really is.
It's a good deal.
I mean, just think about it.
There's a lot of deals out there. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's up there.
good deal. Hey.
It's good to be back.
Yeah.
Can I tell you guys about the fucking wildest place I've ever experienced in my life this morning?
Yep.
I've never been in such a shit show in my entire life. The DMV you normally think is like the worst place to go to.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
Sloths work
It's
there.
the DMV times a million.
Oh.
Because it's the DMV for dogs, basically.
Oh.
I went to a place this morning. I believe
Your
it's called
dogs can
like
drive.
I believe it's called like cheap spay and neuter or something like that, or low cost spay and neuter.
Yeah.
In somebody's house?
No, it's I don't know, man. It's
Dog
like,
is not happy.
It's a wild situation because so I just got a puppy. It's time to get it spayed or neutered. I'm not sure which one it is.
Great question there, by the way. Every time Barker said that, I didn't know which one was which.
I have no idea.
Spay
Female.
Spade
Females
or
are
a
spade.
Spades for a cat.
Whoa, neuter
that
a
makes
male.
sense. Whenever
Okay,
you
so
think
she's
of
getting
neuter, you
spayed.
think of
And then neuter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Yeah.
I was
did
told
that.
the last couple of days that I had to take her this morning, and you have to take her between 7 and 7:45.
AM.
And then I was AM, and I was told last night that it's a first come first serve situation, and you could be there up to an hour and a half, like because they have to check your dog out and stuff. So I was like,
Jeez.
all right, I'll get there early.
Wait, did you get like a ticket
I gotta get to work
at the
on time.
counter?
No. So listen,
Draw your tab.
Call it 45.
Did you ever at one time think, hey, I'll pay $100 if I can go next?
it's
Because it's
I
money in
would
their
have
pocket.
if I wasn't smart. So I got there at 6:55.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
Thinking I would be the first person in line. I was like 13th in
Tony.
line.
People, hey,
phone number 13.
people get up for those deals, Pat,
Yeah.
especially.
Yep.
So I
talking
pulled up
animals.
and I texted my girlfriend. I was like, "What the fuck?" And she's like, "13's not that bad. Trust me." I'm like, "I don't know. I think it's pretty bad because there's literally
Unluckiest
13
number there
dogs
is.
in front of us freaking the fuck out."
Sometimes hotels like eliminate the 13th
Yes,
floor
they do.
Yeah,
just
they
because
do.
it's the worst number.
Well, that's not
Who
good.
wants to be on an elevator going to the 13th floor?
That's not good because I haven't got word that the dog's okay yet.
Oh no! Yikes!
But anyway, so you go in and the room is literally as big as like from Stone Cold to me, like to the wall. So I
It's like
let's
a large
say-
closet.
Let's say 5 by 20, possibly.
About the RV after
And
once
by
we
the
got
time
back.
the doors opened,
That is
there
a
were 30
massive
people.
closet.
There were 30 people in line behind me. So at this point,
Okay.
there's like 45 fucking animals in this little room. And they have you, and you just rush in there, and you fill out your paperwork as fast as possible, so you deliver it to the window, and then they call you back and back. By the time 7:45 rolled around, there was 83 fucking dogs in this place, and it was just an absolute massacre. Like all of them were trying to attack each other. They're all barking. They're all shitting and pissing all over the place.
Because they're young dogs too.
Yeah. Most of them were young dogs,
Puppies.
or like dogs that have just the breeders had them breed for one time. And they decided we're not going to breed again, so they brought them in after that.
The older dog's different story. It takes a lot longer. They're getting like full hysterectomy.
Dude, it was a wild situation. But luckily, being like number 12, 13 there, I was only there for like 35 minutes, 45 minutes.
There you
That's
go.
not bad.
There you go.
But like
Good job.
80 dogs in a 5x10 closet. It was the biggest shit show I've ever seen in my entire
I'm going to
life.
say this. Can I say this?
Yeah, go ahead.
There's zero chance I wake up that early and do that, Diggs. I think you need to give yourself a lot more
Yeah,
credit
yeah.
than you do.
Well,
sure.
You're responsible.
That's
Diggs.
very responsible. Hey, Diggs.
Well, I heard the
Tony responsibility.
Tony responsibility. I am becoming responsible. I've mulched this weekend.
Yeah,
Tony
Tony
Landscapes. Fucking Tony Landscapes was out there mulching.
Oh boy.
Hey, that was wild, by the way.
What, that was mulching?
Yeah.
I was an adult. Remember we had the conversation, when are you adult? I realized it's when you buy your first mulch.
Mulch it up. Mulch it up.
We had a conversation about you mulching, man, on that bus.
Yeah, I got a text from Nick.
It was wild. We were having a full conversation. We're like, isn't he renting that house? So he's mulching somebody else's front yard? And then we were all like, yeah, but you can make it look nice.
It is.
And I'm like, Tony fucking Landscapes.
I mean, we got a big summer coming out. We got a nice yard, you know.
Did they bring your rent down?
Huh?
Did they bring your rent down?
Oh yeah, trust
there
me.
you go.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Attaboy, Tony.
I sent him a picture. I showed him what I did. I asked for $100 off, so they did. He gave it to me.
Nice. Attaboy.
The mulch was
Tony
the cheapest thing in the world. It was only like $10 too. By the way.
Tony deals. Jeez.
Hey,
Yeah, but the
landlord, cool
labor.
move, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, they knew, but no, we wanted to get it spayed before. I guess if you don't,
Yeah,
if
if
you
you
wait,
don't,
it
they
just drips
bleed.
everywhere.
They
And
bleed
that's
all
a
the
bad
time.
Situation.
I had a former roommate who would refuse to get his female dog spayed, and just once a month for about a week, just blood smears all over everything. And the little dog liked to be on top of the couch. It liked to
Top
be
of
on
other
the little, on
dogs,
top
too.
of the half wall that's behind the couch. Just little blood smears.
Oh,
dude.
jeez.
Yeah, so I didn't want that, so I took it. She's picking it up, and you know that's just how you do it.
Hey, that's a real adult move, dude.
Yeah. It was early. It was early.
Tony, maturity here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like who I'm becoming,
Take care of the dogs.
but I'm becoming that person out of necessity. I guess that's life now.
Mulch is such a bitch because you feel like you're not accomplishing anything because you get like
Until it's
10
done.
bags of mulch in your truck and you're like, oh, it's a lot of mulch, man. And you go and like it barely goes around one little tree. And you're like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Oh yeah, I had to make a second trip back.
Yeah, oh yeah. Sam had me mulching last spring because we're going to take care of these flowers.
Oh, yeah.
I remember when you did it. I
I
remember.
remember that. I had the whole shovel, the fucking wheelbarrow. I guess it's not a barrel.
Barrel.
Yeah.
My entire life, wheelbarrow. I thought, no, it's a wheelbarrow.
BARROW.
Learn something new every day.
Connor, I had that moment just a few years ago whenever I had to get a wheelbarrow for something.
Indiana, man.
It was a wild scene, man.
Yeah.
It was a wild scene.
Oh, it's like when Connor figured out W.
Oh, man.
This is unbelievable.
What do you
was-
mean?
You didn't hear this?
No.
We were in the lobby. I think this was Thursday or Friday, and I was just thinking to myself, for some reason, a U, if a W looks
God.
like a
Don't say
W.
just stop.
I know. It's just he asked me to tell, and it just dawned on me, and should shut my mouth for the next 2 months. Probably.
It's like, hey, do you guys know that? Did you guys
realize
Yeah, in like
that?
third grade, maybe.
Catching up.
It's more of a double V.
I'm playing a game of catch up.
Yeah,
well,
you're
that's
right.
the thing. I write
double
them.
V.
I
You
write
are
them
right.
like double V's, and that's why it never dawned on me that it was a W.
I mean,
There you go. Look at that. I mean, oh my goodness. Two U's make a
Pat, I
W.
think you're at the point though. I'm not.
You fucking idiot.
Where you can pay for people to mulch. I'm at the level where I can pay people to help me move large things to a new house. I haven't
Check.
reached the level where I could pay people to landscape for me yet.
We'll
though.
get there, though. We're going to get there.
wait.
We're going to get there,
I
though.
think that's the next level, or I don't know if it's people
That's-
clean your
that's-
house. Is it a level up there?
I mean, that is literally the definition of renting a house.
What?
Is you're paying someone else to landscape?
Yeah, if you
it.
live at like an apartment building or something like that. I don't do.
Or
I've never. This is
condo.
my first time that I've rented a house.
It depends. Some places will come cut your grass.
Well, it's a property manager, right?
Our last house, no one did anything.
No,
Property
absolutely
managers
not.
do all that
We paid
stuff.
Connor
Yeah,
to come over and
that-
pull the
We
weeds.
did. We paid
That
Connor to come over.
That condo I lived in for a year was awesome. Like they would come and mow, they would
Oh,
edge
yeah,
around the
ours
sidewalk,
too.
they'd put fresh mulch in,
That's
they
what
trim the bushes.
They just did that to my place over the weekend.
It's
I can't believe you
nice.
brought that up. I stole a yard of mulch from the guys doing the landscape.
Bingo.
They went light on my mulch around my place. I'm like, oh, yo, come on back. I need another barrel. I said, no, we're done. I said, I'm walking over. They
We
got
need more mulch. The bodies are going to pop up.
they got a mountain. They got a mountain of mulch over there. I said, give me a little bit more. So I had one guy grab mulch, and down in there. Don't matter how much you
Tell you
make,
what,
Tony.
I'm paying for landscaping this year because
That's-
I've got to have
There you
the
go, Todd.
major overhaul. It's in rough shape, and I don't have the time. I don't have the back
You know what I
anymore.
learned? You know what I learned, Todd?
It's worth it.
Well, no. My first house, Gorman got to see it. Nick saw it. If you just keep your landscaping so shitty, your neighbors will do it. Because your neighbors get so angry about how big of a prick you're being by letting your entire yard just look disgusting. I didn't even think about that as a young 21-year-old homeowner. Didn't even think about it.
That actually happened at the pub.
Yeah.
There it is.
Our
exactly.
side is so shitty that our neighbors had to come over and
That
fix it
happened
for us.
at Nick's and I's last house. The neighbors started cutting our grass because we weren't.
Yeah, well, and those guys made so much fucking
Don't
hay
tell
when
ya.
they did it. You know, they might as well have just left it long because it looked even worse than, you know.
I mean, it was 5 feet of grass.
and
That
we
was-
still couldn't do it.
We don't have a mower.
But as you get older, you feel like for me last year, that was my first time really going into the mulch, right? Because Sam, green thumb, she said. Green thumb. We're going to make this place look beautiful. Show me some magazines even, like front of houses.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Little home lawn and garden.
and I saw the picture. I was like, you know, it would be fucking awesome to just pull in and see that out there. So I had to get to work. We went to work. It was a good couple bonding situation, by the way. It was very nice.
Yeah.
Get down the mud.
Yeah, and I felt like I really accomplished something after doing it, though. It's one of those situations where you
Really
really
do.
feel like you accomplished
Oh,
something.
no
what?
doubt, yeah.
And then those things all died probably
Yeah.
about a week after
Yeah.
they were playing. Probably a
Good
week.
week. Hey, hell of a week though.
Hey, not really, because it didn't even really blossom until we got a very short time with that. So it's just a workout, basically.
You got to water them though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, though.
That's a lot.
I'll be
Supposed to
honest.
rain, I thought.
The
God,
after mulch.
whichever God you believe in, that's their job. I
Yeah,
thought.
flowers lived before watering cans and hoses. What are you talking about?
The after mulch end of day, looking over your work beer was a top 5 beer that I've ever had in my
I
life.
bet.
Experience in my life.
Yard work, a beer after yard work is the best beer ever. The summertime, you're all sweaty.
Oh yeah.
I haven't experienced that in a long, long time.
Yeah,
Been a
right.
city
good.
kid for a long time.
I'll tell you what, man. It felt really good last year doing it. Well, am I gonna do it again this year?
Nah.
Come on.
Hey, that wheelbarrow has not moved since that one day. That thing is still sitting right outside of Garage 3. I can see it right now in my head. Every time I park, that thing is just staring at me, and I'm like, I
Right
wonder
next
if
to
you're
the
gonna
take
make.
me out.
Are you gonna make an appearance this year? Owen?
Fill me with mulch.
Didn't you have a
Do
nice
it.
little bench, too?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
had a bench out in the middle of that whole thing.
A bird bath?
No bird bath, but I'm thinking about getting some fountains because
There you go.
those are expensive, I believe.
Yeah, that is a
Fish? Fish in the fountains? Outdoor fish?
Hey,
How about
we
a
went.
koi pond?
Well, yep, there it
Wait,
is.
we stopped with a waterfall, maybe.
And some lily
Let's
pads.
just make Avatar back there.
There it is. Yeah.
Hey.
Let's
Get
go.
That's what we're gonna do. We were at a house in Virginia, and that thing had 14 fountains in the backyard with a waterfall and a creek down it.
how you know you're
It
wealthy.
was insane. I was like, "Holy shit!"
We were basically in Italy.
We were. It felt like we
Modeled
were in
after an
Italy.
Italian vineyard.
chateau.
So beautiful.
So I had a koi pond at one of the houses I lived in for a while. I put it in myself. I was real proud of it. And come winter time, and I was like, I gotta get these fish out of here. And my neighbor was like, dude, you can let the fish freeze, and then when it thaws, they'll be fine.
It's the wildest thing in the world.
And I'm like, oh, do I gamble with that piece of information on behalf of these fish or what? So I'm like, yeah, fuck this science, this experiment. We'll try it. I let them freeze in there. It thawed out. Started kicking.
Did they grow?
I don't think so. I think they're just like their growth stage freezes as
it's
well.
like Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Hey, that's awesome.
You're right, though. I should have fucking measured them before.
No,
that would
well,
have been.
hey, we got nothing but time here.
Next time.
There's a lot of winters coming. By the
Fish
way,
are wild.
Wait, are we saying that these fish froze and then had no
Yeah, they're fish, man.
lifeblood in them under ice, and then for 5 months they just laid there dormant without any brain activity, and the weather hit and they started swimming?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like when they put people into space and they freeze them.
It's hibernation.
is the whole pond freeze? No.
I thought just
That's
the
what
top.
I'm saying. Aren't they living underneath
depends on
in
how
their
cold.
ice?
Well, this mine wasn't, but about like 2.5 feet deep or so or whatever. So the whole thing froze. It was a big.
So they weren't swimming around
That's a
underneath?
lot of ice. I don't know if the whole thing.
Oh,
2.5.
yeah,
Remember when we were? Can we talk to a scientist about that? I mean, seriously, is this happening? I'm not calling bullshit on Todd, but I'm just saying.
You can't keep moving water.
Well, who do you want to call?
I don't know. Some scientist.
We need a zoologist.
Calling right now.
Do you have one?
Get a wheelbarrow. Or barrel, whatever it is, put it with water, set it out for the whole winter, throw some fish in there, see if they're living in the spring.
We can get a freezer.
That's
though.
what I mean. Let's
Now
do
mine weren't for full koi because I'm a hillbilly, so I just use big goldfish.
Which, by the way, I like because you can catch them at any time.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter what you throw in there; they bite.
Well, and if you throw one of the little loops things on the bottle, you get one too.
Oh, yeah.
At
Yep.
State Fair,
Yeah.
you just throw a little loop, you get a
$2.
goldfish like that. So even if this frozen thing isn't accurate, you know what? State Fair's coming back. We can get another.
get
We
another
can get
one.
another koi fish. We can get another goldfish, koi fish.
And goldfish will grow to be big when they have room. For
sure.
The only reason they
Vibrant.
don't grow bigger in the little bowls because they grow, appropriately.
I
to the
think Dick
surroundings.
just Googled a scientist.
Hold on one sec. What was your name?
This is
Are you with the zoology department?
yeah.
Question. If I have a koi pond and I can't take the koi fish out and the koi pond freezes over the winter, are they going to be okay?
I am not an expert on koi. I think it would depend on how deep your pond is.
About 2 feet.
2.5 feet. 2.5 feet.
I think I would guess that's too shallow, that they would get too cold and
Okay.
get frozen.
So you're saying they cannot freeze solid and then just come back in spring.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Wasn't lie.
Thanks. I really
I thought
appreciate
Ty zoologist from Jersey. I thought he actually
Hey,
knew.
just real
Can we-
quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Can we get the jersey?
Who did I call?
The Jersey
Zoologist?
zoologist.
Can we also just them no shit from that?
I typed in zoologist, Michigan Natural Features Inventory from the Michigan State University.
No, he would know. He would definitely know.
Oh,
Maybe we should
A lot
call
of
a
ponds
tropical
frozen.
He's
fish
an
store.
aquatic
If
zoologist.
he knew,
How
he'd
would he
lie
not?
about it.
Can we call a tropical fish store? They might know.
Over an aquatic zoologist from Michigan State University?
Yeah,
but
Michigan State. Come on.
Yeah, but he goes on
Hey, now.
koi. It's fucking fish.
That he's not a
They
koi
breathe
expert.
the same way, man. I don't care if it's a fish.
Nick, you missed a lot.
Don't know shit from apple butter. But
I really
No, he doesn't
he
know
didn't
a
seem
thing.
quite confident.
I want to let you know. Whenever that conversation started, I thought Nick was for a second. I'm like Nick just
Well,
left
no, I'll
the room.
show you the website. I called from Michigan State.
This is like when Zito called the fucking NBA.com
oh yeah,
to get the stats.
stats
on
and
an
info
assist.
department.
He
Yeah,
was not wrong, by the way.
He was correct.
He was correct.
he was wrong.
He was correct.
He was wrong.
Thank you, Zeke.
But that's why you can eat sushi raw, because you can just freeze it and then.
Oh, because if you don't eat it, guess what?
Goes back
We're
to
back,
life.
bitches. Bigger sushi next year.
Yeah. We'll Google it throughout the show. Somebody
No. What do you
can
mean?
you freeze your fish in your pond? And
You know what? If this is happening, I'm happy we're putting a spotlight on this.
yeah,
Just
people
for
need to
future.
know.
This is something that needs to be known.
Yeah, people all the time are putting in these little ponds.
I know
They don't want
fish
to work in
are
wintertime.
fish are cold blooded. So if there was room at the bottom of their Todd, if it wasn't
That's the only way they
completely
can
frozen.
survive is if because they had their digestive system has to stop all that stuff. Otherwise, they starve to death.
There's a lot of algae.
A lot of algae. Yeah. However many fish, there's enough algae. Yeah. It's like Noah's Ark, bro. They got enough room.
Fine, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Did we miss anything crazy from the trip? That,
The get up.
that wasn't-
The get up was an insane situation.
okay,
Yeah.
so let's go over that. What happened to Get Up?
That was insane. So Isaiah.
By the
Thomas-
way, you were awesome
yeah.
on there. I just want to say right now, it was.
thanks, man.
Yeah, that was
I've been
good
proud
stuff.
of you several times in our relationship, but that
Hey,
was
thanks,
a moment
man.
where I froze,
It's a
and
tough
if the
spot for
entire
you.
world was watching it, they would have frozen as well.
Yep.
I would like it to be known that I did realize that I was in a tough spot.
Sure.
As soon as Isiah Thomas's sentence ended, I was like, okay. I looked around and I'm like, all right, I'm the representative from the Caucasians here for this conversation.
You were talking about African American athletes in the NCAA.
in the NCAA, and also how the optics of Tom Izzo, old white guy,
Correct.
yelling at an African American
Right.
athlete.
Yep.
With a
Which
round
blew
table
up,
of
yeah.
African American fellows.
With a round table of African American athletes.
One of them a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, NBA.
Legend. Another one, also very popular sports figure, Jalen, and Marcus Spears, blossoming personality. Also professional NFL player, but I liked Marcus Spears a lot, by the way. I thought he was hysterical.
You guys did well together.
Off air, very funny as well. Like he and I had good conversations off air as well.
That's awesome.
But Isiah Thomas, he mentioned something that was a real thing, though, you know? And the things running through my head, I didn't even listen to what Jalen Rose said or what Marcus Spears said. And I almost wanted to apologize to them immediately. Like, hey, I was trying to figure out what I was going to say there. Because normally I enjoy listening. I like hearing from people and then responding. But I think what Isiah said was so important at the beginning because it was a real thing.
Yes.
I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to try to go ahead and add on to that, right? Because that was a real thing.
Yeah. And from a totally different viewpoint.
And from a completely different side of it. And I honestly, I'm happy I was a part of that table. I'm happy I was a part of that conversation. I think it was a cool conversation to be a part of. They take care of me so well over there, man. I get up. The people are so nice to me.
And Isiah gave you a fist bump after.
Hey, we got that gift, by the way. Zito pulled that immediately.
Big.
Appreciate that. Isiah Thomas giving me a fist bump. But those people are really good people over there, man. Greenberg is a professional.
The best.
You should see him run these meetings too, man. It's like there's somebody, I don't even know how much I'm supposed to. Yeah. Well, they have an entire staff at Pier 17 in New York. It's beautiful. Yeah. And then they have an entire staff up in Bristol as well. And there's a teleconference every morning that everybody's in there. So it's an impressive operation because with the way technology is, it's literally like we're in the same fucking room with these people. Yeah. It's like V for Vendetta when that dude. It's insane because there's not even it's 4K. It's like there's just one big table in there, and all the discussion points are put in. And I guess back there is where all the footage is and everything. So it's a very impressive operation, but watching Greeny just be like kind of just dissect everything going on and his predictions on what today should be, it's really cool to see.
It was really cool because Isiah Thomas, obviously Indiana claims him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whether we deserve to or not. Well, he played for IU and whatever. But to watch, as you started talking, he's making eye contact, and they kept going to his face, which is great because I guess maybe they were seeing the same reaction I was seeing. But he was just like, he gave one of those, like a terrier tilt. Yeah, like, you know, when a terrier tilts, like,
yeah,
whoa,
awesome.
that's like, man, he was into it. And then at the end, he was just like, hey.
Well, I think, I don't want to say I dick around, but I feel like the way I deliver a valid point and is in a much different way than they're used to in those meetings and stuff. 1,000%. So I think Isiah, whenever I was giving, because you give it's like a word shop, Zito. It's a word shop in those meetings. So every time I'd been talking, it'd been very light, obviously. And I think anytime I've ever been on TV ever, it's always very light. Everything's very light. It's like kind of what they're bringing me in for to ask me. So that was a real moment that had to happen right there. And I got a text from Gerard Powers, who is at the broadcast boot camp. He was like, "Hey man, I want to really do this. Like I want to start interviewing people. I feel like I enjoyed it." He said he did well there, so I'm happy for him doing well there. Great. I always thought he was very talented. Actually, we were trying to give him a whole show. I was trying to set up a whole show for him. Mm-hmm. I'm a big fan of his. He said, "I want to come interview you and like show people that like you whenever you're off the microphone or off TV." And he was like, "People think you're fucking wild, bro." I was like, he just came out of that broadcast boot camp. I wonder how many people were like, what's McAfee? Yeah, like everybody's that dude insane. So I'm happy for him. But I was happy to be at that table. I was very happy to be at that table, and I was lucky that they put me on TV. That Get Up crew is really talented, man. They're smart people over there. I said this a couple times. Sometimes I talk to people and I feel like, yo, these are some dum-dums here. Like, hey, I am not. Hey, let's go ahead and not talk to them again. I am not working there with the dum-dums. But like over there, the crew behind, just like here, man, the crew behind the scenes is very talented. It's cool.
But you can hear them laughing in the background too, which is cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they all seemed pretty, it might have been fake, Jen.
No, because they
I
don't
think
do
it was definitely.
But when I got there was a lot of like, "Hey, welcome, very excited to have you back."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, thanks. That means a lot, man. That means a lot." So we'll see what happens. My ESPN relationship is going pretty well. It's going pretty well. WWE one also insane. Kicked in a Target parking lot. That was pretty cool.
Two pretty large companies to have good relationships with.
Pretty large.
Yeah.
Well, and you're in with Greeny, and out of all the ESPN people, he's like number one.
Yeah, he's in with all he's in with him. He's in with Herb Street. He's in with.
You're one of two people to receive a fist bump from Isiah Thomas at ESPN. So that's a pretty big deal as well.
Greeny does seem to enjoy, even though he pronounced my name wrong, man. He pronounced my name
Dude,
wrong.
that was
Almost.
hilarious.
He brought it back,
Yeah,
though.
he
Almost.
caught it.
McAfee.
Yeah. And then I was happy to be here. Great to be here. So as soon as we go to commercial, he like apologized. He's like, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I'm like, hey, don't. It happens literally all the time. And also, by the way, better for my brand for you to do that. Better for my brand that you do that. He said, no. He was like, you're a guest on my show, and I pronounced your name wrong. That is unprofessional. He goes into like a full. That is very unprofessional. I am so sorry. You know, he goes into this full thing. Yeah, and I'm like, Greeny, don't worry about it, man. It's actually better for my brand. You know. And then we were in a meeting later where Greeny was there, and everybody was there, basically a wrap-up meeting or whatever. And I was like, man, I love coming here. Come to your guys' show. You can't pronounce my fucking name right. Everybody, Greeny was like, don't do that to me, man. Yeah, it was really cool. I felt like genuinely welcomed there, which doesn't always happen. I like them a lot.
That is awesome.
That Get Up show is cool. I hope it's growing. It's growing, because when the first time I was there, I was told a rough number that normally happens, and then to now, it's a very different story. So I think they're kind of gaining some real momentum, which is our boy Orlovsky's on there too.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Are you guys worried at all? You stayed in Brooklyn, correct?
Oh yeah.
That there's a measles outbreak in Brooklyn?
Yeah,
It's not good.
Wash your hands, boys.
And
Not
it's
good.
mandatory you have to get a vaccine?
I think it can lay dormant for quite a while before it shows it.
I'm
you guys are a little, something's growing in your throat.
No,
too.
I'm more concerned about getting mesothelioma from the asbestos in the RV, which we all have 1,000%.
You get yourself in one of those bomb-ass commercials, though.
Yeah.
Mesothelioma, fucking class action lawsuit.
Yeah, I got half a face, too.
They were described. I wasn't in the RV when it happened.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Seriously.
By the way, pretty solid comment right there. Thank God. No, it would be better content if I'm in my fucking shorts tux there. You know what I mean?
How do you think you would have reacted? I can't even imagine how you would have handled that.
Well, you'd have been driving, though, probably, right?
Right.
It wouldn't have happened.
I honestly think I would have laughed. I think the exact reaction that happened, I would have made fun of Zito. I would have buried Zito for sure.
That was my first reaction.
Yeah, I would have buried. Obviously, because the way he reacted, he just started pointing blame at everybody in the shadow of New York City.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Everybody could get it from Zito immediately after it happening. Like there wasn't even a half a second thought before it was a, come on, guys. You know? But so I think I would have, honestly, there's nothing you can do at that point. There's literally nothing you could do after it comes out, and you guys, the things you've compared being inside an RV to though are very scary.
Ty Schmidt said, "I thought I was near death."
Yes.
I mean that's literally what he said when I first talked to him.
By now, everyone has probably seen the video. You hear how loud it is in that. It was 500 times louder inside the RV.
Yep.
By the way, the fact that it was videoed from a distance and that you were videoed by
Finn Balor.
Finn Balor and basically Finn Balor and his his
Handler.
His Sacagawea.
not his handler. It's the guy he drives with.
It's Squanto.
It's the guy he drives.
I like that.
Because in WWE, people drive together.
Right.
The guy he drives.
Squire.
Yeah, they saw it happening and film and knew it was our RV because the guy he was with was working with us the entire time. And as soon as I walked in the building, he goes, "Boy, do I have a video for you!" And I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "Oh, just wait a minute." And he pulls it up, and I would go, "Oh my God, you got it?" He said, "Yep, I got it." I was like, "Thank you for that." And then he was like, "We had no idea what to do for you guys." It was a real situation.
Because I don't really blame Zito because
Thank you.
Zito's gonna Zito.
Thank you very much.
If you tell Zito, go here, he's going to go.
Who was riding shotgun?
That was me. That's why we were
Foxy.
recording. So
Is everything okay out there?
how we looking out there? No, but I was recording.
You didn't see the low bridge coming?
No, so I turned the phone on and I start recording because Zito's interacting with a lot of people, a lot of yellow shirts, and so that thing was rolling for a good 15 minutes before we actually hit the awning.
That was the 8th person we
Well,
talked
Zito
to.
gets
Yes.
super excited when he talks to people too.
And so
and it's worth recording because of what he might say.
I mean, you have to
Yes.
understand the situation we were in. It was the day of WrestleMania. It was early in the morning. Everything was going off without a hitch. The sun was shining. The wind was blowing. It was beautiful, 60 degrees. We were so excited to finally be there. We got through all the checkpoints.
Yeah.
We're like, all we have to do is park this thing and we're home free.
I mean, it was the road to WrestleMania, and you were at WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Yeah.
We made
It
it
was
to the end of the
climax.
road.
10 hours. 10 hours.
We were like
24.
we were maybe like a 20-yard post away from the fucking front gates of MetLife.
Yeah, you were about to come, and she had a seizure. Ruined everything.
It's on the
We were like, what the
stadium.
fuck? Yeah.
That's amazing.
But I had no chance. I was like doing something, probably looking at my phone, looking around. I look up because you can see in the video Zito's about to say something.
Yeah.
So I look up to listen. I see the awning.
Hey, Foxy,
It was
how
too
we
late.
look at our side? That's what I was going to say right there.
It was just too late because that is the thing. I don't think any of us were looking until you started to say something, Zito.
Zito wasn't looking at all.
No.
That video perfectly shows his face. No worry in the world.
And was your arm hanging out the window?
Oh, yeah.
The window. He's like, oh, the sun, there were good vibes. Just cruising, picking up speed.
Yeah.
while
Your sunglasses
going-
were on too, weren't they?
Oh, I was
I know
Hills-
you were
Hills-
fucking looking at yourself in the fucking mirror, side mirror.
No. I would never do that.
Every time I'm in the
He
street,
just looked
I hear-
like the sound happened, and obviously, I'm sure you guys felt it, and he just looked like, what the fuck? All right, well, I'll just keep going.
I think we're stuck.
Fucking incredible.
To clarify, though, the only reason why I went forward was to get unstuck.
Yeah, because you felt trying to go backwards, like
The
you
backwards
couldn't
was
move.
not. I was revving pretty heavy, and then I was like, maybe I just go forward, and that was like
Oh,
10
you had to
feet.
rock it. You had to rock it under
Rock
there.
it out of there.
To be honest, like if you hadn't been able, like they wouldn't have been able to get you out without removing that awning. So
People were saying
power
that
through, I guess.
all you have to do is take some air out of the tires, I guess.
I think
People were wrong.
Yeah.
They're wrong. It felt like being in a toaster. Like it was terrible.
I think that'll get you an inch or two. You know, because they said that's a no logic question. Like, how would you get this semi that's 18
Like if you're in a
feet
blender.
under an 18
Yes,
foot?
exactly.
Now we're saying
Yeah.
less.
If you're 6 inches, in,
That
you're in a
roof
blender.
used to have a slight gradient or eclipse to it.
Yeah.
It is now completely flat. Completely
It was
flat.
concaved, and then it
That's it.
It
Yeah.
definitely turned into a nice little U.
Hey, a gradient works. That works.
Yeah,
It's
you
fine.
get it.
I mean, the AC system weighed at least 500 pounds. And
The RV.
Yeah. And we were going, that thing got clipped off in one fell swoop. It didn't get like slowly kicked off the back. We hit that thing and it just fucking shot off the back. We were going at least 55, 60.
I wasn't even thinking if that hit somebody too, that's like
It would've killed
They're
them.
dead. They are so dead.
It would have 1,000% killed him.
And we were saying, like, if this happens at 3 o'clock, dude, and there's a lot of people coming in for
Oh, my
WrestleMania,
God.
we are fucked.
I go to jail for
we
a few
are
things.
fucked.
We're on fucking TMZ.
Oh my! I just thought of it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Like 80,000 people are trying to arrive at that time.
And they're all filming us on all their
Yeah, they're
phones.
pulling lamps out the RV.
82,267 people stuck
Oh my God.
because of you, Zito, and the Roadhawks. Oh my
It
God!
would have been better, even better.
Hell of a legacy.
Pulling up this morning, I see the RV out front of the building here. Plastic bags flowing on top of it. I said, oh shit, there's a hole that they're trying to cover, man.
Multiple holes.
They thought they had it covered. They thought they had it
Well,
covered.
we did the best we could to patch it, and I knew once we got going, at any rate of speed, those things were blowing up, and they were fucked. We went up there, Connor and I go up there, and I tried to nice, neat, every corner taped, couple layers of tape on it, seal all the edges. Connor goes up there,
Yeah, just horse.
pulls the tape across, 16 different pieces of tape all over it, every which way. I'm like, you got to create a seal, man.
Okay,
seal
look,
it. We're trying to keep water out.
Kid has never done anything.
In my head, I thought we were just fucking around taping bags to the roof because there's no
over
rescuing
it.
this
You were over
RV. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I did screw up and use a quarter of the roll on half a trash bag.
Like, what are the chances that we had enough garbage bags and duct tape in that RV stocked and ready to go, and then you fucked it up?
I fucked it up. And it didn't really matter anyways because all the bags flew off anyway.
They will live that day will live in infamy at PMI.
I'll never
in
forget it.
MetLife and the
Yeah.
WWE.
Dude,
yeah.
$1.2 million in damages.
Oh, I really hope that's not true.
Yeah, bro, what a fucking idiot,
Oh, my God.
dude. What's road code number 1?
Know your clearance.
No, you're
I
clear.
know you're clearance.
Sure, coming out soon.
Zito is facing a substantial fine from BMI for this.
Yep.
A substantial fine.
Yeah.
So-
And from the state of New Jersey.
And from the RV, not company.
You did get a ticket, correct?
Yes, I did. I talked him down $85. It was supposed to be like $500.
He was finessing out there.
And I kept telling him, I was like, there's no yellow shirts, but they fucked me over. And he was like, all right, I'll just bring the Summon Don 85.
So it's supposed to be 500?
Yeah, it was like, he made it sound like there was like 3 of them that I was supposed to do.
Zito has already accumulated a nice amount of public money here in a fundraising effort to pay for the fine as well. I think he was up over $500 this morning.
What? There was a couple GoFundMes already out there.
Classic Zito.
Oh my
Which I
have no control of.
I was very concerned about because, you know, like when I did something silly like this and I injured myself on a scooter, I didn't ask for any handouts.
No, you did not.
I didn't beg to the public.
If I ever
did
get
not.
any of that money, I will put that right to the Pat McAfee Foundation. I will not use that for my fines. I will handle my fines my own.
Yeah, because you're a billionaire.
I would also like it to be known that the pub is supporting Zito on this one, of course.
Really?
We
Hashtag
do.
Team Help Zeke.
I
We
don't
do
know,
have a pub cat shirt on store.patmcafeeshow.com right now. If you have an orange cat, this shirt is a must-buy.
Or cat.
Support
Boy, we're
Zito.
hitting all the demos here.
Wait, you don't like cats?
I don't know, Foxy, because
Glad we're
I
into
have
that
an
orange cat demo now.
Just cats.
we were recording Bro Bets this morning.
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, Bailey takes off out of a sprint out of the back room while we were recording. And I was like, I wonder what's going on. It turns out Connor didn't want to face the music himself and face the RV lady himself. So he told Bailey to run the keys out to the RV lady and made Zito come and face her by herself. So I don't know if the pub was there for Zito or not.
That is exactly what happened.
Connor,
Yes.
it was your rental of the RV?
Yeah, here's the thing, though. I didn't drive it into an awning. So I thought, you know what? I will go ahead and go inside and clean it up and, you know, put the soaking wet rugs into trash bags. And, you know, I'll get all the asbestos off the beds. But as far as looking the lady in the eyes and telling her that, yeah, the top of her fucking RV is gone, I thought Zito could take care of that. I did.
Well, I didn't even know she was coming, though. So until Block Dad told me she was outside.
And, well, when you talked to her on the phone last night, I mean, might have been a good time to say, hey.
No, she said she was going to text you when she got it.
Okay.
I have a
Some more
theory.
pub.
Another one on me, but again,
We took care of it.
pub cat shirts
I have a
out now.
theory.
Go ahead and buy them. They're
Hey,
unbelievable.
Cats are in 2019.
Cats are
by the
in.
way.
I love
fully
cats.
in.
There's no way that a human seriously couldn't see that fucking awning coming.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
So
Diggs.
it's my theory that billionaire Zito thought, you know what, this would be fucking hilarious if I just run this thing into this awning, and it doesn't matter because I have all the money in the world. I'll
Can't
pay for
confirm
it
that was
later.
not a thought.
I don't know. Zeke wasn't laughing very hard.
Jesus Christ.
He's a good actor. He's a good actor.
I got to be honest. If I'm driving an RV, I'm only worried about awnings. There's nothing else I'm worried about except clipping things that are not tall enough for me to get under.
As somebody who drove that RV, the wind will get you too. That thing
Oh,
will
yeah.
get swayed. It's you're driving a sail.
wall.
It's a wind sail.
Well, we were
Top
hoping
speed.
the wind would blow us into the other lane when we were driving under the.
What was the fastest that RV was going on the highway this past
I was
week?
humming.
I cooked her.
Hold on, I was humming as well. What was that truck? There was a truck in Baltimore, Maryland.
98 miles per hour.
yeah.
This 18-wheeler was going like 95, 100 miles an hour.
Highway to hell.
Like steamrolling people, like running up on the backs of people. They would have to get out of the way. He would go from like far left lane to far right lane.
It was a 4-lane highway, too.
Weapon
And he
of
was
a
in
man.
all 4 lanes at one
It was fucking wild watching. So I was trying to keep up with him because we were recording it. There was a disaster about to happen.
Smart.
Yeah.
And that guy was 100% at fault. I mean, that guy was whatever happens.
Was there a number on the back? Rate my driving.
Yeah. We couldn't keep up with him, though. We honestly couldn't keep up with him.
It
So-
may have been that car hauler hauling your all cars from the west to the east that I've been waiting on for. May have been that guy. Is there cars on the back of that hauler going 95 or no?
Well, I mean, it would be coming from east to west there, so I think it's a different haul. You've been saying it's coming from the west. How are those cars?
They're good. I just had an update last Sunday morning, I think it was, a couple days ago. Got woken up. He stopped at a truck stop. He said, hey, I'm out here in the Rockies. We're making it.
well,
Got
take your
weather
time.
issues and stuff. And I said, just don't get hurt. Just take your time. So
I understand that's going to happen.
Yeah,
That's nice of you to
It's
tell
the
him to
Rockies.
take his time.
So
too.
you were going 95 at least.
No, I couldn't keep up.
No.
with it.
80,
80,
85?
like in the 80s. Though.
did you ever feel you had no control over that vehicle because of the wind?
No.
I mean, seriously, those things get,
I want to let you know, I did a 3-point turn in like a
Very tight
Oh, no.
space in downtown Baltimore.
It might have been they kind of set us up for failure there. I mean, it was a road that led to nowhere. It was a one-way road that led to nowhere. So we were forced down, just like the awning situation.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, we kind of got forced in there, and I had to do a 3-point turn with this thing in the middle of downtown Baltimore.
Nice.
With a jacked up Ford truck breathing down my throat from the one-way with Corey Graves sitting in the car.
Sometimes Roadhawks got to make their own road.
No, I feel I'm like I'm a good driver.
Yeah, you're good at a lot of things, but
Yeah.
it's uncanny your ability to drive any type of vehicle
Thank you. I appreciate
That's
that.
a great compliment.
Still,
It is
skill.
Still trembling from the Atlanta move. That was awesome. We needed a great time move doing a U-turn in the middle of Super Bowl traffic. 3 lanes on either side of the median. He goes, I think I got it. Oh, Christ.
But
Guess what? He got
it
it.
saved us probably an hour worth of traffic.
Happened to us too at your professional baseball game. We're right in the back of that guy's pickup truck. There's like 8 of us in the bed, and the guy is about to miss his ramp right through the.
Yeah, that guy, not as good of a driver.
I've said it before. If Pat can save 5 seconds, he's getting those fucking 5 seconds
all the time.
And
It's
you're,
awesome.
you're notorious for the far left-hand lane traveling. Oh, my exit's here in like an eighth of a mile.
That's all you need. You
Like
need
that
4/10 of a mile.
3-4 lane
Yeah.
switch over and off.
Quarter mile.
And it's also strategy too. There's a lot of driving strategy that I think people lack, and I think that is something that is real. If there's never any, if people wouldn't abuse that left lane and just drive at a mediocre ass pace,
Absolutely.
Like, hey, if people didn't do that, you wouldn't have to make these high IQ driving moves.
Correct.
Because listen, some people have places to go. The people, and when I'm in a car, I want out of it. Okay. I mean, when I'm in a car, I want out of it. I don't know why.
A to B.
Here we go. And there's some people that just like cruising around. I get it. I like it. But I like making moves. I think if I had a little bit smaller body, I think I could be a road driver.
Yeah,
agree.
they still have
Good
those
vision.
celebrity race car.
Yeah, out in California. Yeah.
I'm big, though.
You
dude.
should try to get in there.
I'm big, though. Like, I am a big. I've met a lot of those drivers, and they are tiny little things.
But
little
aren't they
jockeys.
driving just like souped up sports cars though? I think it's a different
Oh,
series.
so it's just good driving.
Yeah.
That's what-
I think
Fast
so.
and Furious, Vin Diesel.
That'd be fun, wouldn't it?
That would be real fun.
Amount of time.
I was thinking we get Zito in like a demolition derby.
Oh, yeah. On a bus.
Would be good. Would be good at
Oh my
it.
God, we need it.
Oh, down at the Speedrome.
Yeah, they
Figure
race
eight
the
with bus.
buses.
Figure eight with bus.
Oh,
Yeah, down at the Indianapolis Speedrome. Chris Letta loves that place.
yeah, he goes there all
Is
the
that
time.
the figure 8?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, we got to
People
do
say
that.
it's a good time. I don't know. We get Zito in there, it will be a good time. I can tell you that right now. Just fucking taking everybody out.
Bro, his fucking arm out the window, too. He was not stressing a single fucking thing. He saw it said clubhouse right there, like almost eye to eye with it. And he was like, no, I ain't slowing down. I'm actually going to pick up speed here. The guy in the yellow shirt told me to go here. He wouldn't lie to me. He eyeballed it.
Yeah, and then that guy came 2 seconds later and say, whoa, who the fuck told you guys to drive down that way? And see,
I told you over here, he said.
no, I told you to go in the other fucking lane, not that one.
What should we do with the AC unit?
It's gone.
What AC unit?
Yeah.
The damage is fucking done. It's leaking coolant and oil everywhere. Take that thing and throw it down a fucking hill.
I saw actual video. Foxy has actual video of him saying that. It's fucking hilarious.
Foxy was rolling that whole time. So
the whole time. We got a good video coming soon.
with the orange shirts, telling Zito to, it's all on, everything's on film, I'd assume. So I haven't seen the film, but everything that Zito has said is all on film.
yeah.
So those orange shirts, Zito said that he wants to take them to court. I mean, I don't think that'll ever happen, but there might be some blame to be had here by somebody else.
Yeah.
Maybe the best part to cap it off too, after they cleaned up everything, we get back in the RV, we finally get the go-ahead to go park. They say, okay, yeah, just go ahead straight down there. Not under the awning, obviously, just past it. And there's a truck lot on the right. Just park it down there. I refused to get back on the RV at that point. I started walking. I said, I'll just walk down there. It's like 100 yards away. I'll see you guys there. I don't trust that fucking thing. I start walking. Zito and Foxy get back in. They start driving past me.
Who drove?
Z, they start driving.
What?
Zito's just pedal to the metal, man.
50 yards, immediately turns left.
I was like,
Oh, what are you doing?
we finessed our way.
Oh, so you have a
in front
hard
of the
time
doors.
listening to directions.
No. At this point, I wanted like front row.
yeah, we wanted to be right outside of the stadium.
Have you told besides me off air what they said when you were on top of the RV later, fixing it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I listened to the story on Pat's show, and I couldn't remember.
What was it?
That they weren't.
Oh
couldn't-
yeah. Because a bunch of guys, obviously, you're not supposed to be on top of your RV, but not many RVs have holes in them after they get the Metlife. So we're on top of it. And
Some of them you can hit golf balls off the top of it.
Yeah, good
That's what
point.
you're supposed to do.
Very good point. So we're on top of it, and I'm putting duct tape all over a trash bag for no reason. And this guy comes over, and he's like,
Yellow shirt
comes over. He's like, hey, you guys got to get down from there. Come on, get down. I'm like, no, we got to fix our RV. If we don't, we got to take care of it now. He's like, oh, you guys are the ones from the awning? You guys are my fucking heroes. Go ahead. It was incredible.
'Cause I don't know if you guys saw the video. People were jumping off of cars and high
Yeah.
structures through tables and onto people in the
Yeah.
parking lot.
So they would start telling people to get off.
One kid,
All right, stop jumping.
Fan of the show. Fan of the show.
yeah, the fan of the show just walked
some
up.
guy came up. He was like, "You guys got a table? I'll fucking go off that thing right now."
Hey, was there a Jersey security guard talking to like two kids up on top of an RV about to jump through a table? Is there any?
Yeah. We heard a couple guys. He was like, "Hey, listen here, you fucking cocksuckers, get down right now. If you break your fucking arms, I ain't calling the fucking EMT, okay?"
That's crazy. Save yourself from yourself. It was a dumb trip.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
It felt, whenever we came back in, I saw you guys. It was only a week, but it felt like it was fucking, it maybe been a month.
Yeah.
The
It
whole
had
winter.
to.
It
It
felt
seemed
long
like
for
a
us. I
long
can't
week
even
for
imagine
us,
how
too.
long
It's
it
like,
felt for you
look how
guys.
quiet this place.
So we said, I think Sunday felt like it was 2 years
It was.
on its own.
I
For
did
Pat
Heart-
and for us.
I did Heartland Radio with me and the two guys from the balcony from the Muppets.
Yeah, I didn't care for that. I didn't care for that little gif.
I thought it was pretty clever.
Zito,
Yep.
you could have lost $500.
What do you mean?
Let me tell you how you could win $500 worth of merch from the Masters Pro Shop.
Tell me more.
Augusta.
Right from Augusta, mailed straight to your front door. The Tour Junkies are going to be the personal shoppers of one lucky Heartland Radio 2.0 listener during the Masters to buy $500 worth of swag from Augusta National Pro Shop. You win. You give the boys your wish list, sizes, and shipping address, and they mail it shit straight to your fucking front door.
No, I can't beat that.
Incredible.
Those Tour Junkies put out a podcast every week previewing the upcoming PGA Tour event in terms of course breakdown, key stats of playing well, and who they like. Whether you're betting or playing any form of daily fantasy golf, listeners in 2019 alone have won over $650,000 in daily fantasy sports. And the boys' betting highlights so far include hitting 2 first-round leader bets at 100-1 each, and now 3 outright winners after hitting Kevin Kisner last week at the match play. Go to tourjunkies.com/Heartland, enter your name and email address, and that's it. You're entered to win $500 Masters merch. This contest is exclusively offered to Heartland Radio 2.0 listeners, and the winner will be announced on the Tour Junkies Masters preview podcast dropping April 8th. Head to tourjunkies.com/Heartland, enter your name and email, and listen for your name to be called. The next podcast dropping April 10th. Tourjunkies.com/Heartland.
There we go. All right.
Tony.
Hey, before I head out, can we talk about the Game of Thrones death pool?
Yeah, absolutely. Go. Just kick it off.
Oh.
Kick it off, Ty.
Oh, look at that. That's got some pies. Some pizzas. How did we get that?
So I just went to take a piss, and there was somebody banging on the door.
Okay.
Domino's delivery outfit, obviously.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I open it. I'm like, oh, Bailey or Jason must have ordered Domino's or something. They didn't expect to be in the studio right now. I open it, and it's 2 Pat McAfee Inc. Oh. So somebody saw Fat Tuesday.
Fat
was
Tuesday.
happening.
Oh, look at that.
And sent
Nice.
us 3 pizzas. That's very nice of them.
That is
For
very
that.
nice.
Hey, thank you.
I'm
That's
assuming
awesome.
it's for everybody. You guys can
Fucking
do whatever you
Domino.
want.
Shishay.
I gotta go piss though.
Go ahead.
Into that.
Go ahead.
Ty, Game of Thrones Death Pro. What did you want to talk about?
Hey, bring back some chicken to next time.
Jesus, Forms.
Hey,
Well, I
it's
mean,
Fat Tuesday.
Don't look a fucking gift horse in the mouth.
I know. I'm
pal.
saying no. He
Jesus
pops out of the
Christ.
office, comes back with a buffet.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Very nice, whoever sent that. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Good
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, I know Gorms isn't happy with it.
We are.
Y'all can't be winners. I just want to know who you guys think is the clear-cut favorite to A, be killed, maybe the earliest.
Okay.
And if anyone, who's left on the Iron Throne.
Okay.
I mean, we are fucking. We're less than a week out here, folks.
Yeah, here we
Okay.
go. Here we
Way
go.
less than a week.
If
Yeah.
any
Yeah,
first
shit, this is
person,
going to come out on Wednesday.
Go ahead, Connor. You want to go first?
first person. I don't want to go first, to be completely honest.
I mean,
with
you
you
had
Hey, I'll
thoughts
go.
earlier.
but I will. Well, no. Okay, go ahead, Fox.
I'm the one that I've watched this, but I've been open about it that I don't follow it like you guys, and
Me
I
either.
don't love it like you guys. To me, and I know a lot of people
you
are probably going to
guys?
tweet it at me about this, but 90% of the show up until this point has been just travel and dialogue. And you guys know me. I'm an
so you haven't
internet
watched it
video
all.
editor. I have ADD, and that's just tough. It's tough for me, but it is a great show. I'm not taking
Nick,
away from it.
I've-
Great show.
I've never
With
seen
that being
Nick
said-
do this. Nick literally turned his entire mic around just to stare at you through the glass.
Yeah.
It's a goddamn political drama based in a medieval setting,
Wow.
Fox.
With a
in
lot of
fantasy
action.
World.
Hey.
What, and magic? Like, what the fuck?
Hey, I'm just giving you my
Too much,
opinion.
too much sex for you, Evan.
And incest. There's
Giving you
incest.
my
It's the
opinion.
greatest thing on television since fucking Neil Armstrong walked on the goddamn moon.
With that being said, I don't know who's going to die first, but I'll tell you who's going to end up on the Iron Throne.
Okay.
And if you don't think it's him, you're wrong. It's Jon Snow.
Hey.
Best case scenario.
100.
I don't think it's him.
I don't think it's him either.
Oh, it's got to
I would like it for it to be him, but I think it is going to be the underdog story of them all.
Who?
Tyrion Lannister.
I would.
The half man who comes from a life full of hatred from his father, who said to him, "You're not my son." Right before he died, he is the one.
I'm going to be honest, I don't hate this. I might be internet with you.
He's the one.
Because I subscribe to the theory that he is a Targaryen.
He is.
There is a long rumor thread you can check out. It's on Reddit, blah, 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 whatever. Basically insinuating that Tyrion's mother was raped, assaulted
Correct.
by the Mad King, Aerys Targaryen. The result was Tyrion. That is one of the reasons why Tywin has always hated him,
Yep.
other than being a little guy, because Tywin was the hand of the king
Yes.
to the Mad King Aerys.
Yeah, and who's the hand of the king, right? Or to the queen for Daenerys now? It's Tyrion. Okay, full circle. First dead, though, I will say this. Ty brought it up. Opening scene, Arya Stark. She's got some cool face on, and she's just gutting
I would love that.
Melisandre, the old red woman who, told Stannis Baratheon to burn his daughter.
They're going deep in Game of Thrones.
Just cutting her throat.
I'm kind of lost in all the names. I got to be honest.
Same.
I like the show, but I don't memorize
I hope
it.
Bran dies first.
Oh, you show your mouth.
He's going. He's
And I
making
hope-
the distance.
And I hope the mountain rules the Iron Throne at the end.
Whoa.
Keep hoping.
Didn't think about that one.
Yeah, something to think about.
He's getting killed by his brother.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Who, the Hound?
Yeah.
The Hound's gonna
Maybe
take
they'll
him
share
out.
it together.
I also
Maybe
like
they'll
the
share the
Hound.
Iron Throne together.
The Hound's my favorite.
I like him a lot.
He's really come around.
Yeah, I fuck with the Hound.
You do. Hey, you always say.
Don't we? Me and Gordon were just talking earlier. We were like, "Yo, you know who we really fucks with in
Yeah.
that Game of Thrones? The Hound.
I'd be cool with Arya.
You guys.
I'm a fan of is Jerry Targaryen? Is it the same guy?
Yes.
The
yes.
Basketball Hall of
Yeah,
Famer
yeah.
from UNLV?
Yeah.
I should watch this
Yeah,
show.
that
You
cheating
should.
fuck.
I love basketball.
He's the best player in the whole show.
He's a sword and all that.
Yeah.
You always say about the Hound too. The Hound is the.
It's the Hound.
shit.
It's the Hound. You always say that.
Everybody knows that the Hound
Down with
The Hound.
is the Hound.
Are you going to watch, Pat?
What's that, Bob?
Are you going to watch?
Well, Gorman and I had a chance.
What's that, Bob?
I'm sorry, man. Foxy and I were front row at the Game of Thrones premiere.
Yeah, big fans.
I kind of almost got baptized into the whole thing. Foxy and I front row in front of.
I saw that in the podcast. info.
Big fans.
I think it was the conglomerate of maybe all of Russia was there at
Yeah.
one point. And Greenland, I think, was behind us.
We walked right by Sarah Silverman, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Nice.
Foxy, by the way, the way he described who she was.
Yeah, I'm bad,
I'm bad
names.
with names. Yeah, there it was.
Yeah.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming.
How'd you describe her?
Brunette girl, Saturday Night Live, funny.
All true.
So half
of
of the woman.
60?
Nailed it. Nailed it.
I didn't, but to his defense, I didn't have a clue who it could have possibly been because I didn't see a single thing. I was like, oh, what is? I knew it was something of importance. I knew we were walking. They had a lot of cops, and there was an entire block shut down. I knew, and the Game of Thrones thing went by. There was a big pop from the crowd. I knew it was something, but I had no idea.
Wait, was she a cast member on SNL?
I don't think she
I don't
was.
think
on
she
that
was.
one, to be honest.
Well, I was wrong.
I don't remember that, but
Tina Fey.
she's been in a lot of movies. Yeah, I like her.
She's probably been on SNL at
has,
some point. in
She's
her
been
life.
for sure. For sure.
By the way, that's why I didn't know who you were talking about. Just wanna let you know.
Ty, since you brought it up, do you have any opinions on it?
I'll tell you what.
Let's go, Ty. I'm excited to hear these come true.
I want Davos there at the end. It's never gonna fucking happen ever. And that's a fan favorite. Guy's the man. First person who's gonna die. I think it's gonna be Theon.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, fuck him. He really he doesn't have much else to do. I'm one of the guys. I think everyone's gonna die.
All become White Walkers.
A lot of
I
people.
don't know if it's going to be that, but I don't think anyone's left standing.
I think Davos
really?
is one
The
of
whole
my
thing
White
just
Walkers.
comes down.
Pretty much. I think that last battle scene that they've been talking about, I think there's
Everyone goes
a
down.
lot of fucking carnage in that. Yep.
I think Rhaegar takes the throne. I think he's still
yeah.
alive. That's like my big
That theory-
Well, one
Yeah,
can
that's a
only
good
hope.
theory.
Really, one can only hope.
That's what we've been saying.
Ray Guy?
Rhaegar, yeah.
So-
Rhaegar.
You know who knows have a good time? Who knows how to have a good time?
No.
Those two guys you see that got drunk and put on bulletproof vests and shot each other
Oh,
with
my
22s.
God.
Oh, I saw that.
Oh, it was only 22.
Yeah,
It's a good sport.
22s.
Would those even? Those wouldn't hurt, right?
I would think you would have more risk of a 22 because it's a higher velocity round than say even like a 45 because it travels faster and it's smaller, right? So
Get through the vest.
you know,
How
small
much
and
money to
fast.
take
is
one in the
bad.
chest?
I
the
wouldn't
vest
do
on?
it at all. And evidently, there was a 50-year-old dude and like a 30-some-year-old dude, and it just started. The older dude was all drunk, pulled a McComas, put these fucking vests on, was like, "Shoot me, motherfucker!" And the guy shot him, and it hurt like hell. So he got pissed off and then loaded his entire magazine into the other guy. that he
Jesus.
just shot. And nobody got like bruising. That's the only thing that happened to him.
Wow.
Hey, you know what? That's good though, because like you never hear about when people play with guns and it goes right.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
never
Nick,
hear about
but-
that.
but
See,
here-
it turns out you
finding
can't
the
play
good.
with guns.
These guys.
I think if like Keanu was lining me up, I'd do it for like $1,000 just because I know like his surgical
Perfect.
precision.
Yeah,
He's
be
gonna,
perfect.
he's gonna hit me right where I want him
Yeah.
Who bent the bullet?
to. Angelina Jolie.
James
McAvoy.
McAvoy,
James
yeah,
McAvoy,
one.
yeah.
Angelina Jolie did too.
Bill
Yeah.
Burr has
She
a
did it
great
before
bit
James did.
about a 22 and how he got one for like home security, and someone was like, it's never gonna stop anyone, and basically insinuating like, yeah, if I shoot you. Even if it's just a 22 caliber bullet, if I shoot you in the elbow, with a BB gun, it's gonna fucking hurt. It's gonna stop somebody.
Yes, that is a great fucking bit.
There was a movie about this.
If I trusted the person, I would do it. I'd take one.
There was a movie where there was this underground like dueling thing.
I don't know who I would trust.
And they would go at it, and they wore bulletproof vests, and it was like a quick draw thing.
But I have a question. Are you dressed like the fencers? Like you have an entire
No,
bulletproof?
just the vest.
No, you gotta trust and hit you.
What about the head?
You die.
That's why you have fucking Keanu taking the shot.
Yep.
But in what he was talking about though, like this ain't Keanu.
Yeah, no, I'd never do that. I don't know why anyone would do that.
No, yeah, not mine. I wouldn't do it. Anyone here?
Yeah.
No.
I wonder.
Connor shot Foxy with a Nerf gun in the RV, and Foxy almost went to tears.
Yeah, hit him right in the ear.
Hey,
It's a good shot.
I hate getting
I-
hit in the face with shit.
I went to school with a guy. His brother was in my grade, and like this guy was like 2 years younger. I don't know what happened to him. He's a good kid. Next thing you know, he's like carny. He's just traveling around with carnivals.
Nice.
And he ends up going to prison for a long time because he played Russian roulette with another carny.
Oh, yeah.
When they got all fucked
Did they
up,
die?
and the other guy died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
the
he
risk.
So he got charged.
It's the name of the game, really.
That's the game.
I mean, that's the end game. One winner, right?
Yeah.
So he won.
That's a tough game.
Congratulations.
You know the game at State Fair with the rifles and the little star cutouts?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Has anybody ever won it?
No.
It's impossible.
You can't, right?
They
mess with
screw
aiming.
with the barrels, right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't aim
Yeah, they're
right.
fucking. They're bend. They're the bullers.
I've donated at least $1,000 to the Indiana State Fair over the course of a decade, trying to spray out the star.
Now the one where you race with the water gun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
the clown.
Ah,
I'm
we're
a
done.
stud.
There's some real skill there.
I like that.
It's
game.
like the 3-point contests too, where you have to shoot and you win the jersey. I don't think anyone has ever won a jersey.
You mean the high hoop?
Yeah, oh yeah.
They crush the rim together.
Yeah, it's an
You know?
oval.
Yeah,
It's like
Yeah.
a double
It's like
rim.
an egg. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
See, that's
have
why
to
you got to
shoot it
stick
perfect.
to guess your weight and guess your
Yep.
age because you can just fucking, not weight, but age. You can just lie. I mean, like, what are they gonna do? They never ask you to see your ID. Like, oh, you look 25.
I'm 16.
Well, I'm actually 14. So
Yeah, I don't have a license. 15 years old. Wow. Look at you making me kid feel
Oh,
bad.
well, we would go down or Kennywood. We'd rig the system for
Oh,
guess
yeah.
your weight. You go on the Raging Rapids, get all wet, get your clothes
Yeah.
soaked wet. Then you go and guess your weight. They ain't no
Hey,
clue.
good luck.
It was so hot those days. Kennywood was very hot.
Good
those
times.
days. Good
Hey,
times.
Good times.
Hey, speaking of hot, I thought of Ty Schmidt on this story that I wanted to share with you guys, and it really comes from something inside here. I think this whole company, PMI, would do this.
Yes.
But there's a high school in not Springfield, but it's called it's in Connecticut called Ridgefield. So they say, okay, we want to play some spring ball, but the field's too wet.
right.
So one of the
I
executives
saw
there, or
this.
coaches or whatever, threw what turned to be like 14 gallons of gasoline on
Yeah, just
the
burn it off.
infield and burn it off. so they could play their ball, so they could play it.
And then he got fired. He got
the whole place went up and caused $50,000 in damage. And I thought,
for the love of the game.
I have no idea why I thought of you, but I was like, I could see Ty Schmidt doing this back in the day.
There's
Just like,
like a chance in hell. You kidding me?
no, like, hey, we want to play ball. Let's go. Throw
You
some
need
fuel
like
on
50
it.
bags of quick dry. You'll be playing in no time.
How many gas tanks is that?
How many gallons?
How many gallons?
14.
Oh, I thought it was 1,400 gallons. Got me to bomb
Fucking
out there.
flooded the field.
Jeez.
Tire fields.
That's
just
about
up
how much gas was leaking out of the RV. That's what hit the awning.
By the way, when you guys were gone, we got to talking about donkey basketball. Have you guys ever watched donkey basketball?
No.
Ever? So it used to be this thing here in Indiana, at least. And I guess I found out since that conversation, a lot of states do it in the Midwest. But like halftime at basketball games, or in between junior varsity and varsity games, they would bring out people like radio personalities and shit from your local area, and they would ride on the backs of donkeys and play a basketball game on the fucking court.
Dude, it
These
looks
it's-
electric.
Yeah.
No dribbling. You just got to keep that thing tucked away. Dribble a little if you can.
Yeah, and
There's
just
no
ride your
traveling.
donkey up to the goal and just throw it in. And it's incredible to
That
watch.
sounds amazing.
Yeah.
You can block and rip.
Can you stand on the donkey and dunk?
Good luck.
try.
I mean,
Yeah.
And jump
fucking
up?
stand at your own risk.
Donkeys are wily.
Fucking watch for low clearance.
We've
Well,
gotten a
I
lot of
figured-
invitations to do it. I was thinking maybe we should set up our own
I'm
donkey
serious,
basketball.
man.
It's not like you're staying on Seabiscuit, bro.
Well, I thought, like, you know, you and your donkey have a good relationship. It's your donkey. It's
You
know.
just met this donkey, what, a couple
Yeah.
minutes ago?
Dude, people
This
send-
donkey
me-
hates
You're
you.
not bringing your own donkey.
Well, I'm
rental,
thinking
bro.
professional donkey basketball.
People
players.
send pictures and videos
Oh,
of
yeah,
it. It
it's
looks like an
incredible,
electric time that we should probably do it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
I'm all in.
I'll ride a donkey.
I don't
right
want a
now.
donkey. I want a burro.
Splashing
I want a burro.
threes.
A what?
A burro.
It's like a boar.
It's a Hispanic donkey.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those.
They work harder than the
They work-
donkeys around here.
They wear ponchos,
So
right?
dead serious on that.
You guys have never heard of a burro?
Yeah.
Okay. Just I know. I got a lot of looks.
I have not.
I've never heard of it. You learn new things every day, though. I was
What's
just
the difference
saying
between
that.
a mule and a donkey? And
Not
a
a
burro?
thing.
How about
Nothing?
Jackass?
Not a thing.
So it's really not the donkey show in Tijuana. It's really the burro show.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, how about us
We
just
should-
culture? Nope.
Culture.
Culturally
Culturing?
hijacking.
Yeah,
Yes.
We
That
We
is
did.
fucked up.
by calling it that.
It's not
the
even a
entire
donkey.
time.
It's a burro.
That's fucked up.
Come on.
The donkey also doesn't deserve to be put on blast like that.
No.
Or be huffing around the indoor gymnasium trying to get a guy to the goal. I mean, I don't, you know.
Very true. Those horses in downtown Indianapolis look miserable every time.
Every time.
Let them go get on a field somewhere. We got a lot of
All the
grass.
ones
That's
that
what I'm
run.
saying,
The
man.
pulling
We got a
on the
lot
run
of
That's what I'm
carriages.
saying.
We got a lot of grass. A lot of grass out here.
Not
We
on
don't need
the-
to be pulling these prom kids in the
Nah,
back.
you don't want those things walking on the concrete, you know?
Well, and then what do? They just walk in a circle? I don't want to have an all-out assault against these people. They probably have... You just broke the,
you
the
broke the
thermostat.
thermostat.
Connor just broke the thermostat.
It's unbelievable.
This thermostat.
From what I hear, those horses do not have the most awesome life either.
Which ones?
The ones that pull the carriages around.
No shit.
Yeah,
I knew somebody used to drive them or whatever, and she quit because she's like, "Yeah, these horses do not have a good time. Well, they're pulling weight around all day, and
On
like I said,
concrete.
they're not supposed to be on concrete like that.
No, it's a terrible.
It's awful.
It's a hard knock
What are
life.
we doing?
Plus, if you're in the back, the shit's shitting. I mean, it's shitting
Yeah,
like
they
it's
shit in a
Christmas
bag
Grove,
right
shit-
there.
Shit in a bag right in front of you. How romantic is that?
Gross.
Pat, you'll appreciate this.
I don't. Yeah, why do people do it?
I don't know. It's
Just
just romantic.
for the lights.
Yeah, take
Flashing.
the selfie photo.
Doesn't anyone think of the horses?
No.
The horses in the back.
Division 3. Division 3 Italian League in Sicily. Player decided to retire by faking a mob kidnapping. They flew a helicopter into the stadium, landed, got out with guns, kidnapped the player, and flew off.
I'm in.
That's
They
awesome.
staged that whole thing.
Yeah, they staged the whole thing. The football governing body was not happy about it.
You think?
That's electric.
And what was
How
his
about the
reason?
government?
He was retiring. So he wanted to stay. He wanted to, and to retire in the middle of the game, he staged being kidnapped by the Italian mob in Sicily,
Hey,
which
Never
is
be forgotten.
where the mob originated and still flourishes to this day.
That's got to be the most gangster retirement of all time.
Ever.
Of all time.
Of all time.
It beats
Italians.
Vontae.
Ha ha, got you. I'm fine. I mean, that's pretty much right.
Vontae retiring at halftime.
It's right up there, yeah.
The legendary move. I mean, very wildly, not very good teammate at
Yeah.
that moment. Wild move, though. Getting an impractical joke played on an entire stadium
Yeah.
is beautiful. What if they get shot by one of the cops?
To-
What, are those
I
all
never thought
fake,
about that.
Are those all fake guns? Like,
full honesty here, I might have been using stadium loosely. It was the size of a high school stadium, but still.
hey, still people there.
I heard I did hear Division 3. Didn't I?
Yeah. Division 3 in Sicily. I'm not sure what type of league we got going on
So
there.
they
is
don't
like-
have the policemen walking around with machine guns and shit?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
This is
I
like
think those-
Connor retiring from like YMCA or
Correct.
fitness
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
basketball.
That
But
was
I
a
still-
good. That was a great ceremony.
I still thought it was a good move. You might as well do it.
I like it too. Yeah.
Us Italians.
It's a
Plus,
good
it's
move.
D3 soccer, so I'm sure the security guards are actually the Italian mob, so it's probably not that big of a deal.
Oh, no, we didn't. Scott. We didn't.
Yeah.
I mean,
what is
those
this?
aren't our guys. Nah.
The CrossFit lady lost her mind. You see that?
Uh-uh.
She got, she divorced the co-founders got divorced. Like
Oh,
in
you mean like the
2014.
No way.
CrossFit lady?
Yeah, the husband and wife that started CrossFit.
They both
So
got
they're-
I
so
can't
sick
believe
of
they're
it that
alive
they
with
just
their
hated it.
organs
They're
still
worth
being all
millions
fucked up.
and millions of dollars now, and now she's getting ready to marry this dude that's in prison for murder right now.
What?
Yeah. He got arrested for stabbing somebody in a robbery, killing them with two other guys.
Should have been
And,
doing CrossFit.
She fell in love with him over Facebook,
Of course.
and then got to video conferencing while he's in prison, and now they're going to get married in the prison.
You think they
That's
used,
gorgeous.
She's a multimillionaire.
She lost her mind.
You think they used like the poke feature on Facebook? That's how they met.
Probably.
That's something to think about
I don't
for
think anybody
CrossFit.
uses the poke anymore.
Oh, I
it's
use
underplayed.
All time.
Zito, you still use it?
Oh yeah.
Poke was
that
weird.
awning, bro.
Poke was weird. It was okay at the beginning, then Poke got a little weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything on Facebook got a little weird.
Facebook just came to a crashing halt.
Asking for nudes.
It's all
How
shackles.
about whenever they were so confident in their security? Listen, nobody's going to be able to utilize us for anything other than what we wanted it to be done. We are always coding. Go ahead and send us your penises. We'll keep those locked up. And if we see them anywhere on the internet, you know what we'll do? We'll get them off the internet. Yeah. It's good of us. We'll match dicks.
It's the Shaquille O'Neal show now, evidently. I didn't even know until I found out today.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's 15 million followers on there, and he posted all his video content on there now.
On Facebook?
Shaq does
Chick-
Facebook.
Could
Shaq or
get
whatever.
Mark
Shaq's big on
Yeah,
Zuckerberg.
the whole thing at UFC where he was in there with Dana White, and he was grappling with Forrest Griffin and all these people. I was on Facebook, and I'm like, how is he killing it on Facebook all of a sudden? Like, he's taking over Facebook. It's Shaquille O'Neal book now.
As it should be.
Zuckerberg,
Yeah, Shaq
man.
book.
He just has that ace in the hole no matter what.
Who, Shaq?
Shaq was his fallback plan. Who cares about the rest of you? I got Shaq.
I just beat Shaq. Who sang that song?
Aaron Carter.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
We
Foxy.
actually just listened to it
Yeah.
in the RV.
Okay.
That's
How I beat Shaq.
Yeah.
Anybody hunt here?
Hunt? Not anymore.
No,
I'm
not like
I'm
you.
against hurting animals.
Do you know that Gorman fishes every weekend? Found out that last week.
Where
oh,
at?
you did
Every
know that,
weekend.
Pat. You said you fish every weekend.
I got the pole in the car now, yeah.
He's never invited me.
Where at, Gorms?
Well, today we'll be at a couple of private ponds on the west side.
Oh.
And I'll be burning sun there, and you
people.
let it go down there.
Yeah, this whole fishing thing. This is a clever front to scout areas to dump bodies.
Oh,
I mean,
and
come on.
I was going to say, I wasn't going to say it earlier, but I've got a green thumb you guys don't know about. I love planting.
Who'd you cut it off of?
Thank you. No, not many people know that about
What do
me.
you like
Thank
planting, Gorms?
Everything, man.
Fingers, toes, I mean,
Flowers and
you name
everything. I told you I did some work this weekend, and we're going to
Yeah.
add to it through the next couple months.
Gorman, he is a fisherman though. Like there was a pond outside the Colts facility, and you would pull in sometimes, and Gorman would be out there just dialed in with his rod, just
go.
like staring at the
He
top
just
of the
doesn't
water.
seem like one. Just
I
What,
know.
what type? Fly fishing?
Yeah,
what
what
are
are
you
you using,
talking here,
spinners?
Gorman?
No, we're using a
Bobber?
couple of rigs that we use. I use a Texas rig. It's all bass. I'm not
Texas
doing
rig.
any panfish or bluegill.
Do you respect
or
the
something.
fish? Throw it back?
Catch
or-
and
Oh,
release?
absolutely.
Yeah, you
you
respect
go.
the fish.
It's just a
Maybe
little-
take a picture if it's good.
It's just a little game of catch and release.
The big.
Uh-huh.
Oh, speaking of which, speaking of 56th Street, we had a power outage there, off-season power outage. What the
fuck does that mean?
Well, if it's in season, then the backup generators will only work on the one side of the building. Guess which side that would be, Pat?
Ursa's.
No, the football side.
Oh,
Yeah, but it went out, and they said,
Good guess. Good
Oh.
guess.
and the place went
I didn't know what you were talking
completely
about.
black. So people started opening up windows and everything, and they're like, okay, let's just go sit out. Everybody grab some fresh air. I went to the car, had my pole in the car, fish, caught a 6-pound bass at that pond right there.
Bingo.
What a
See you at
move.
dinner.
We
Yeah.
up on 56th Street. I thought you were talking about where you live and that your building had an in season and out of season for when it was normal for the power to go out.
No. And speaking of which, where I live now, there are 2 ponds there. No fishing everywhere on that. Signs posted everywhere. No fishing.
Bastards.
Guess
Really?
what?
Just you.
We fished it.
Rebel.
The reason I asked about hunting, though, is this. The Kruger National Park story, which I want to get to, the poacher that went in there to poach rhinos for their horn that is incredibly expensive, the poacher gets trampled at night by a pack of elephant.
Yep.
The elephant trampled him. He's
Correct.
dead.
It's like the Jungle Book.
And then the lions.
The lion pride comes in. The only thing found left of this guy were his slacks and his skull.
That's a jungle community coming
Correct.
together.
How about that?
They're a tight community.
They are.
And elephants and lions are both at the top. So they were letting them know, hey, rhinos, we got your back.
Why do they have to kill the rhinos? Why can't they just shoot them with a tranq dart and then saw off?
They can. They do that.
I think once they lose it, it's
do
something that it's
They
vital
die?
for their survival. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, then the other rhinos make fun of them.
Yeah, and then
Won't
they
let him
just
play in the other rhino games.
Suicide.
Yeah.
and they just
Very good luck.
run off a cliff.
Yeah.
Why are we still going after these horns?
I don't know.
Big black mark.
Like,
Yeah, I
can't we
don't
make
know.
some fake ivory? Like,
black
who
mark.
cares about
I
authentic
haven't seen
ivory?
ivory anywhere.
Yeah, only the Italian horn.
No, yeah,
It's
we use
those
gold.
MFers
We
over
use
in
gold.
Italy, buddy.
Oh, it's gold.
No,
It's
we
gold.
use gold and blood diamonds. I'm not sure why coming up for rhinos.
What-
Who uses ivory?
Why do these? What is it? A piano, I guess.
Oh,
to,
the
not
fucking
anymore.
They
musicians.
got to be fake now,
Tickle
right?
the ivory.
But somebody wants the ivory because they're still taking the elephant tusks and shit.
Plus the jewelry and shit.
So they can't grow that
What
back.
do you mean the jewelry?
No.
They lose their thing. It's
gone.
gone
Oh, yeah,
forever.
just like tusks with an elephant.
They're like an iguana. I think it grows back.
Nah.
No, it's a starfish.
just made that up. Think just made it up. Iguanas grow stuff
Like an
back.
iguana.
Yeah.
Why? I just don't see why tusks wouldn't grow back.
Well, I don't know why people were taking them. Like,
No,
come
I
on.
don't understand.
Because you're
it
thinking
either.
they're like fingernails or something.
Yeah, they look like
But
it.
they're more like teeth. So, like, if we lose our teeth, then
Yeah.
we're done.
No, if you lose your
Unless
first
you're a
pair.
kid.
Deer antlers, they'll grow back.
See,
Yeah,
there it is.
they
That's
do.
what
Shit,
I'm
there's
They
thinking.
grow
one.
back.
But
That's
no, I don't
true.
think those tusks come back.
Tusks don't. Nope. Or the rhinos. Nope.
I just don't.
Quit taking the tusks.
How do you know?
Are you sure on that?
Well, the white rhino is dangerous, becoming very dangerously
Extinct, yeah.
extinct.
I understand that, but Connor is so confident in his answers right now.
I
as
just-
if he studied a safari.
Oh,
No,
there's
it's
a
not-
new. Have you guys seen Our Planet?
No, I heard it's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Is it really good?
Oh yeah.
Is that
Dive
good?
in. I got episode 1 down. It's pretty good.
on Netflix?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with the walruses, I can't watch that.
What do you mean?
The walruses are literally committing suicide off cliffs to get back into the water, and they're not dropping in water. Sorry.
They actually look like.
Sorry.
Stupid walruses.
yeah.
Part of life.
Honestly,
Sorry
they
about
look
this.
like.
The only thing they're hitting is 2 stories of rock.
Yeah, it looks like in Tremors when they
It's
fooled the
awful.
tremor.
That's on the Netflix?
to go off the cliff, and then the tremor.
Why are
landed
they
on the
jumping
rocks.
though? Like, what is causing them to
Because
Get
they
away
get
from
to
the
the
polar
high
bears.
water and get exactly.
That's
get away from
Darwinism,
the
man.
thing,
That's- you
and
can't be
then
upset about that.
tide goes out, and they're like, "Hey, I'm going back in the water," and the water is now 35 feet below them, and they're just dropping and fucking barrel rolling over these things.
This
dead.
is on the Netflix thing?
What
Yeah.
a great idea for a documentary.
People are saying, "Don't
Have you ever
watch
seen
it."
the walruses commit suicide? It's fucking
I'm just saying,
and that's a
awesome.
big ass body.
It's
too.
the same.
Yeah.
I believe.
Have you
it's the
seen
same-
Happy Feet?
it's the
Walruses
same
are
narrator.
It's a lot of weight.
anyways.
This just in, rhinos do grow their horns back.
Wow.
So if they cut into the skull, it does not.
Well, don't
but
cut
if-
the skull. Just
and
the
if
tip.
they do, if they do cut the skull, it doesn't.
Just
grow
like
back.
when
So-
you're just like when you're cutting your nails. If you go too far, it hurts.
Oh, it hurts
So
bad.
just do
Hey.
the part that doesn't hurt.
Connor, honestly, I've never seen you answer something so positive.
I still think I'm right. Although Zito said that it was wrong, I will say I still think I'm right.
Apologize.
There are things that
Apologize to
I'm
me.
sorry. No, there are things that I specifically remember for no reason, and all of them aren't the least important things you can
Yeah,
remember.
That wasn't one of them.
But the Our Planet narrator, I believe, is the same narrator from Planet Earth.
It means it's all fake.
Okay.
Planet Earth was fake.
What do you mean it's fake?
Yeah, it's all fake.
Foxy's
Look it up.
big
You're
on the
fucking-
conspiracy.
Look
thing,
it up.
yeah.
It's all
Why?
in
Because
studio.
they can shoot better than you can?
No, because it's all in studio. Those fucking animals
do
aren't
get some
doing what they're
incredible
doing.
shots.
Yeah,
They
it's
do
like
get
that
some
snake,
incredible
the iguana running, and there's
Oh,
like
yeah.
1,000 snakes.
Well, they sit out there for fucking 13 months.
No, that is not. That doesn't happen in
What
the
do you
real
think?
life.
It's like CGI?
Yeah, it's CGI.
You're fucking
That clip,
CGI.
that clip for sure is CGI.
You're CGI.
Are you serious right now?
I read it. I looked
You
it
didn't
up.
read shit.
Fake.
Hey, the
this isn't a
executive-
Boston Connor thing.
The
either.
executive
Take it
producer
back.
is listening, my man. Watch yourself.
That's okay. Hey, that's
Is that
okay.
about God?
Yeah.
God's the executive producer.
Somebody created them things running like that.
Fucking
You don't believe in these
Foxy.
snakes, so okay, you'll get some
Foxy,
snakes.
you
then.
go home, you take some vitamins, and you turn off all the lights, okay?
Yeah.
You turn off all the lights. You turn that volume way up,
Got it.
okay? You
Yeah.
tell me it's fake. You come in tomorrow and tell me it's fake to my face, okay?
You go watch those walruses diving off that cliff.
Yes.
No, that Avatar ride, you're basically, I mean, you're in it.
You're in it.
You're in Planet
That's
Earth.
what I'm saying.
And it's misty, but it's just it's a 4K view. It's a 4K view. I think with technology these days, I mean, they were saying the moon was fake. Nick still says it. Nick's a bad guy.
People say it.
Come on.
I just
come
raised
on.
some questions is all. I don't have one firm belief that it was fake. I just say, hey, this is something we should think about and look into.
Well, we talked about it last week. They're trying to go back up there because they left all the poop up there. from
They've
the
been saying that for a while. China was supposed to go back.
Yeah, no one's gone back. It's weird that you could go in like 62 or wherever the fuck they went.
Yeah.
But
you
you
haven't
can't
been
go in
back to pick up the poop
2019.
that you left there?
Hey, Pat, fun fact 40 bags of shit are still on the moon from
Apparently.
from the men and women that have went up there.
Story. That's the story.
40 bags. This is like you. Didn't you used to have a fact that said like each human goes through one roll of toilet paper a day?
I did have that fact,
Oh,
yeah.
a week
A couple
or
of
so?
weeks ago, yeah.
How does it stay on the
How's
moon?
there so much poop?
What do you
Yeah.
mean? How's this?
The
they ate a lot
astronauts
of
poop in their
coffee.
diapers. And
Objects
then
at
they put it in
rest,
these
stay at
bags,
rest.
and they leave the bags in the.
Now they
on
want
the-
to go back up there, get the shit, dissect the shit under a microscope, see what's living, and see if actual like amoebas and
throw in
organisms
the
can live.
atmosphere?
So smart, by the way.
That's what I thought. I figured that since it was space,
What
it
atmosphere?
would just float. It would just
Exactly.
float away.
If you throw it
in
hard enough,
space,
it could fly.
yeah. And objects at rest stay at rest, though, and objects in motion stay in motion.
Exactly.
Is that true?
Yes.
Rule number 3.
It's like Newton's law.
It is.
Quick side note
Inertia.
about taking dumps and grumpies and stuff. You know how when you travel for a long time and
you
you're
shit on
like,
the bus?
oh my God, I miss my bed so much? Something very underrated is when you sit on your toilet after a long time of traveling.
That is
Just had to get that
Oh,
in.
yeah.
Just had to get that in.
Toilet, shower,
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
the home showers.
First thing I texted Pat yesterday
like
was
my
enjoy your
toilet.
own bed. Enjoy your own bed.
Bed's awesome.
My
too.
toilet sucks. The roll's too close to my elbow.
Oh no,
Tough. I have to sit
Small bathroom.
sideways because mine's too small.
Yeah, I fucking hate it.
that's a real problem. You should fix
I
it.
know. I'm thinking about getting one of those stands that has it on there. That I can put it wherever I want.
Oh, you should have it come from the ceiling. When you're ready, it just
actually-
comes
Like a
down like
microphone?
a microphone. Oh,
I actually don't
You
hate
only
that.
use one like little like a little piece of toilet paper, so it worked perfect.
I don't hate that.
It's true. That would be awesome. You
When
just
you
hit a
flush-
button and it lowers down for you. Pull it.
It just goes back up.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. We should do that. All right. Well, we've learned a lot today. Thanks a lot for listening, guys. You're the best. We love you. And we are out.